This is about your bank account. A massive transaction just happened in your name and, open immediately. Archangel Michael says, I am speaking to you with urgency because something has just shifted in your life that cannot be ignored. Hidden forces have moved silently, and now a huge transaction has taken place under your name without your knowing. This is not a coincidence, it is a divine signal that your life is about to be thrown into a storm of events you didn't see coming. A shadowy figure, someone you may not even know personally, initiated this movement of money tied to your identity. The weight of this transaction is massive enough to alter your future, pulling you into a situation that could either destroy or elevate everything you've built. Heaven has been watching every move, and the angels are now stepping in because time is running out. As you read these words, there is someone already monitoring your account activity. The notification of this unexpected transfer has not reached you yet, but it will soon, and it will shock you. This moment is a crossroad between danger and redemption, between being trapped and being set free. Archangel Michael says, there is divine protection surrounding you, but you must stay awake to the signs. This isn't just about numbers or currency, it's about manipulation, secrets, and unseen hands trying to pull strings behind your back. A storm has been brewing for months, and now it's here, reaching directly into your finances to shake your stability. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The transaction wasn't ordinary. It wasn't a small mistake or accidental charge, it was intentional, executed with precision, and cloaked in shadows. The person behind it believes you won't discover their involvement until it's too late. They think they have successfully hidden their identity, but the truth is about to surface in a way that will make them tremble. Your account has been marked as a target for a larger scheme that is connected to more than just this single transaction. This is part of a chain reaction, a test of how much you can withstand before divine intervention takes full control. The enemy believes your silence will make you vulnerable, but heaven has already seen the plot unfolding. Archangel Michael says, the reason this message reached you is because divine power is not willing to let you face this battle alone. Angels have been dispatched to surround your household, your documents, and every path leading to your name. This move was meant to trap you, but now it will expose those who plotted against you. Your peace has been stolen silently for months, and this transaction is the breaking point. The force behind it thought you were too distracted to notice, but heaven will not let you be blindsided. A reversal of destiny is already in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There are whispers around your name, inside offices, through legal channels, and within banking systems. Files connected to your identity have been copied, shifted, and manipulated to create confusion about your true financial standing. This was done to corner you, to make you believe you had no way out. But the enemy underestimated divine timing. The massive transaction that occurred was meant to lock you down, but instead, it has triggered spiritual alarms that cannot be silenced. Archangel Michael stands with a blazing sword, ready to cut off every spiritual chain linked to your bank and personal life. This moment is not just about protecting money, it's about reclaiming your power. The same hand that tried to forge your downfall is now trembling because they feel the presence of something far greater closing in on them. They thought they were untouchable, but the divine has marked their every step. Archangel Michael says, your name carries weight in the spiritual realm, and this attempt to drag it into chaos will not succeed. A higher court is already ruling in your favor as unseen angels are rewriting the outcome of this attack. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You may not see the faces of those who set this trap, but their actions will soon be revealed. A document has been signed, hidden in layers of bureaucracy, linking your name to financial movements you never approved. This was designed to bring public shame or legal action against you in the near future. But listen closely, the same system they planned to use against you is turning against them. A divine reversal is already unraveling the paper trail they thought was sealed. Their confidence is cracking as divine light exposes hidden lies and buried intentions. As these events unfold, your spirit is being prepared for something greater than just survival. What the enemy planned for destruction will transform into supernatural elevation. The massive transaction was meant to chain you, but it will soon become the key that unlocks a financial breakthrough you never imagined. Archangel Michael says, in the coming hours, you will feel a shift around your finances, a sensation that something powerful is breaking free. This is not your imagination, it is divine justice moving in real time. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Darkness believed it had infiltrated your destiny, using people you once trusted to forge paths against you. Someone close to your circle whispered your details to the wrong hands, enabling this massive transaction to unfold under your name. This betrayal is deeper than money, it is a wound meant to cut your faith and silence your strength. But even in betrayal, angels are positioning you for divine victory. Heaven knows every account number, every signature, every hidden message passed in secret meetings. Nothing is concealed from the light, and soon the betrayer's name will echo in the open as they face consequences they cannot escape. This is why you are reading this now, because time is running out for those who plotted against you. What they planned as an untraceable scheme is now a beacon of evidence burning brightly for divine warriors to dismantle. Archangel Michael says, hold on to faith, for a sudden intervention will not only protect what's yours but restore double of what was taken. The transaction they thought was their triumph will mark their ultimate defeat. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, as night falls, the movement of hidden money continues to ripple in the unseen realm. What was meant to bind you is beginning to break loose under divine force. The very transaction designed to ruin your future will soon be the loudest testimony of your protection. The one who triggered this transfer sits in silent fear, sensing the presence of angels disrupting their plans. Their confidence has begun to crumble because divine justice has no blind spots. Every signature they forged, every number they manipulated is being rewritten by higher power. What seemed like financial chains are snapping one by one as celestial light spreads through unseen corridors of banking systems and secretive meetings. This is no ordinary protection, this is a supernatural shield ensuring that what belongs to you cannot be stolen. A reversal greater than human logic is unfolding. Archangel Michael says, divine messengers are visiting decision-makers in their dreams, whispering your name into the hearts of those who can clear your path. Even as you read this, forces of heaven are rearranging records and shifting balances to favor you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Far away, an office light flickers in the night where hidden discussions about your account are taking place. People who once turned against you are now arguing, unable to agree on the next step, because divine interference is causing confusion in their camp. What was planned in unity is now falling apart in chaos. Documents that were prepared to implicate you are mysteriously losing credibility as unexplained errors appear. Signatures are questioned, dates are inconsistent, and vital evidence is vanishing like smoke. The enemy is frustrated, watching their perfect plan turn into a storm of failure. Meanwhile, you are being elevated in silence. Blessings are moving toward you faster than you realize. Wealth meant for someone else is being rerouted to your destiny. What they tried to take is multiplying and returning to you with divine speed. Archangel Michael says, every plot, every hidden transaction, every stolen moment is being transformed into your testimony. What the enemy thought they buried is being unearthed by divine hands to clear your name and lift your life higher than before. Type Amen to get blessing 999. A sudden message is preparing to reach you, carrying evidence of everything done in darkness. This isn't an accident, it's divine exposure, meant to guide you to victory. Your name will not be tied to loss but to supernatural vindication. Behind the scenes, those responsible are beginning to turn on each other. Fear is spreading among them because they sense divine punishment closing in. They cannot escape the light that follows their every move. You are not just surviving this storm, you are rising. The massive transaction that was meant to collapse your foundation is setting the stage for your greatest breakthrough. Soon, what they tried to conceal will be broadcast openly for all to witness. Archangel Michael says, stand firm, for the hand of God is not only restoring your finances but preparing to expand them. You will watch your enemies scatter as angels deliver what is rightfully yours. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Across financial systems, unseen battles rage between forces of darkness and legions of light. Every attempt to block your blessings is met with divine intervention, turning barriers into bridges. What was stolen is finding its way back, guided by heavenly messengers. Legal walls that were raised to trap you are collapsing. Hidden clauses and secret deals made to frame you are being shredded by divine truth. You will emerge untouched, carrying favor that no human hand can deny. The person who dared to manipulate your name is facing sleepless nights as visions of judgment haunt them. They see glimpses of their own downfall and know that divine justice cannot be delayed. Archangel Michael says, the end of this battle will be a divine victory louder than any loss. You will not only regain your standing but be lifted into a new realm of prosperity and protection. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Archangel Michael says, your name is now echoing in unseen chambers of power where decisions about your future are made. Those who thought they had secured control over your account are beginning to lose ground. Divine forces are pulling apart every stitch of their carefully woven plan. The massive transaction they believed would stay hidden is becoming a trail of evidence against them. The truth is moving faster than their lies, sweeping through systems and exposing every manipulation. Their grip is loosening as the light shines brighter. In secret rooms where papers were signed, divine fire has entered. Contracts that once bound your name are being dissolved in silence. Even as they try to cover their tracks, unseen hands are rewriting destiny in your favor. Archangel Michael says, your name is not one of defeat, it is marked by heaven for restoration. Those who tried to rob you are being positioned for public disgrace while you are prepared for divine elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 333. At this very moment, high-ranking officials are questioning irregularities that cannot be explained. Numbers are not adding up, and every audit is pointing to the same conclusion: you were never the cause of this transaction. What they meant for harm is now proving your innocence. A sudden shift is taking place within legal walls. Judges and authorities are receiving divine clarity, unknowingly guided by angelic whispers. This is not coincidence, this is heavenly intervention ensuring your safety. What seemed like a trap is now a divine setup for breakthrough. Funds you never knew about are being uncovered and redirected back into your life. Unexpected channels are opening, bringing you resources from places you didn't imagine. Archangel Michael says, this is only the beginning of your financial transformation. What was taken is not just returning, it is returning multiplied, secured by the authority of divine law. Type Amen to get blessing 444. In hidden meetings, those who plotted against you are arguing in fear. They once stood united against you, but now betrayal and panic are tearing them apart. They sense that the supernatural has stepped in, and there is no path for escape. Documents that were meant to incriminate you are mysteriously disappearing. Data is being corrupted, emails erased, and files wiped clean by forces they cannot explain. The harder they try to fight, the deeper they sink into exposure. Whispers of your name are no longer spoken in schemes but in fear. What they thought would silence you has instead unleashed a power they cannot confront. Their influence is crumbling before their eyes. Archangel Michael says, your time of silence is ending. Soon, your voice will rise not in defense, but in triumph as every false chain breaks and every shadow flees your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 555. A divine messenger has already been dispatched to deliver a critical revelation to you. It will arrive suddenly, a call, a letter, or a mysterious encounter that changes everything. This is the sign that divine reversal is fully active in your life. Bank systems are being divinely disrupted to reveal the truth. Every irregularity, every hidden hand, every forged approval is being pulled into the light. They can no longer hide their deceit. The wealth meant to destroy your name is being turned into a blessing. This is not only repayment, it is a heavenly wealth transfer placing you in a position of strength you have never experienced. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the unknown, for the unknown now carries divine favor. The storm that came against you is clearing, and the sunlight of justice is breaking through the darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Archangel Michael says, the silence you feel around you is not emptiness, it is the stillness before a divine strike. Hidden enemies believe they have succeeded, but their downfall has only just begun. The spiritual court of heaven has already rendered judgment, and nothing can overturn it. Across the networks where your name was whispered and manipulated, divine angels are moving unseen. Systems are glitching without explanation. Files once sealed against you are opening, exposing the secret pathways used to funnel massive funds under your identity. In the physical realm, those responsible are beginning to experience loss. Doors they once walked through with confidence are closing. Powerful allies are abandoning them as their schemes are revealed one by one. Archangel Michael says, these are not coincidences, these are signs of a divine verdict manifesting. Justice is sweeping through every corner where deception tried to hide, and soon it will reach your hands with undeniable proof of your innocence. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your destiny is no longer tethered to false accusations or financial manipulation. The transaction that was intended to shatter you has become a divine key unlocking heavenly resources meant for you alone. Streams of abundance are redirecting in your favor. You will notice sudden changes around you, unexpected calls offering solutions, forgotten accounts resurfacing with blessings, and strangers drawn to help you without knowing why. These are divine agents sent to lift you out of the trap. The one who triggered the chaos in your name is losing more than money. Their influence, their peace, and their ability to deceive are crumbling rapidly. Nightmares plague their sleep as visions of divine retribution fill their mind. Archangel Michael says, "Do not let fear grip you. The spiritual warriors assigned to you are stronger than every earthly power combined. They are rewriting the story the enemy tried to create." Type Amen to get blessing 888. In the coming days, you will see clear signs that divine protection has overtaken every dark plan. A sudden announcement, a public revelation, or a legal decision will tilt the balance completely in your favor. What was once hidden will become your shield. Bank officials who once turned away from you will begin seeking your side of the story. They will feel compelled to listen, as divine whispers push them toward truth and fairness. Every investigation will uncover evidence of your righteousness. Funds that were secretly moved are being tracked by divine precision. Not only will they be restored, but compensation far beyond the original amount will come to you as a mark of divine victory. Archangel Michael says, "Rejoice, for the forces that tried to steal from you are now powerless. Their wealth is scattering, while yours is gathering into heavenly storehouses ready to overflow." Type Amen to get blessing 999. Right now, angels are surrounding the physical locations tied to this scheme: homes, offices, banks, and digital networks. They are sealing every crack the enemy thought was open. Nothing further can be taken from you. People who were silently complicit are starting to confess. They cannot bear the weight of divine conviction pressing on their hearts. Their words will soon expose the mastermind who believed they were untouchable. The atmosphere around your life is shifting. What was once clouded by anxiety and fear is clearing, replaced by assurance and peace that only divine presence can bring. This is a supernatural sign that the battle is almost over. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm, because the enemy's timeline has expired." The next chapter of your life begins with restoration, honor, and blessings too vast for human hands to count. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, "A divine chain reaction has been set in motion that no human or dark force can interrupt. Every hidden transaction, every forged signature, and every shadowy movement in your name is being traced and reversed with divine precision." The enemy underestimated the spiritual shield that surrounds you. Even now, a powerful angel is standing in the very place where your identity was misused. Their presence is causing confusion among those who plotted against you. Deals are collapsing, secret conversations are turning into accusations, and silence is being shattered by truth. The person who initiated this massive transaction is witnessing doors slam shut. Financial channels they once controlled are being frozen. Resources they stole are vanishing from their hands and returning to you multiplied. Archangel Michael says, "What was meant to enslave you financially is becoming the very testimony of your freedom." No earthly court can match the verdict already spoken by heaven in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Suddenly, allies you never knew existed are stepping forward. People with influence in high places are beginning to advocate for you, guided by unseen divine whispers. Their intervention is dismantling the false narrative written against your name. Behind closed doors, panic spreads like wildfire among your enemies. They scramble to protect themselves, but their strategies are failing. What once felt like a mountain standing against you is crumbling into dust. News of exposure will soon reach you. It will confirm every hidden detail you sensed but couldn't see. It will vindicate you and shock those who doubted your innocence. Archangel Michael says, "Rejoice, for this revelation will not only clear your name but elevate you into a season of wealth, security, and divine authority over your life's path." Type Amen to get blessing 333. Even as you sleep, supernatural warriors are working on your behalf. They are moving through networks of corruption, dismantling every obstacle built to trap you. This is not just protection, it is a divine takeover of every area once controlled by darkness. Bank executives who signed documents against you are feeling the weight of divine conviction. Some will step down, unable to continue with their deception. Others will turn to your side, providing vital information that secures your victory. This is bigger than money, it is a divine cleansing of your entire destiny. The chains of limitation placed on you years ago are breaking forever, making way for freedom no one can steal again. Archangel Michael says, "Stand in faith as divine light consumes every shadow around your life." You are entering a chapter where blessings overflow without resistance. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The spiritual courtroom of heaven has declared you untouchable. This ruling is echoing through every legal and financial system tied to your name. What once threatened you is now bowing to divine authority. Agents of darkness are experiencing divine confusion. Their plans no longer align, their unity is shattered. They cannot agree on the next step because angelic power is scattering them like dust in the wind. Soon, you will witness a great reversal. The same public platforms where your name was whispered in accusation will declare your innocence and victory. The attempt to bury you will result in your supernatural rising. Archangel Michael says, "This is the turning point heaven prepared long before the enemy moved against you." The battle is nearly over, and triumph is your eternal portion. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, "The heavens are roaring with power as unseen forces bring final judgment upon those who dared to misuse your name. Every step they took to sabotage your future is now being crushed under the weight of divine justice. The spiritual chains that once wrapped around your finances are breaking with an unstoppable force. In secret, the betrayers are now facing isolation. Former allies refuse to stand beside them, terrified of the supernatural signs unfolding around this case. Their influence is withering, their plans disintegrating, and their names falling into disgrace. A sudden divine wind is sweeping through the systems that carried out this transaction. Records are being rewritten in favor of your freedom and restoration. What they thought was locked in permanence is dissolving in a moment of divine intervention. Archangel Michael says, "Watch closely as everything stolen from you returns in unimaginable abundance." The enemy's final attempt to destroy you has only guaranteed your rise to unshakable victory. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Even as the enemy falls, divine doors are opening wide for you. Banks, courts, and offices that once resisted you will soon welcome you with favor. What was denied will now be offered freely as a sign that heaven has marked you for honor. Miraculous financial breakthroughs are aligning with your destiny. Hidden accounts, forgotten inheritances, and unexpected sources of wealth are flowing toward you as repayment for every injustice. This is not random chance, it is divine orchestration manifesting before your eyes. The spiritual storm surrounding your life is clearing rapidly. Rays of heavenly light are piercing through, illuminating your next steps and guiding you safely into abundance. Archangel Michael says, "The path ahead is free of entanglements." Nothing can stop the blessings prepared for you long before this attack began. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Legions of angels are stationed at every gateway of your life now. They stand as mighty sentinels, ensuring that no future scheme can infiltrate your finances or identity again. This is permanent protection, a divine seal that no power of darkness can break. Those who orchestrated the attack are now being summoned to face earthly and spiritual judgment. Their secrets will be shouted from rooftops, leaving no room for escape. The world will see their fall as clear evidence of divine retribution. In the midst of this, your name will be exalted. Reputation, honor, and peace will be restored tenfold. What was meant to humiliate you will now cause others to recognize the divine glory that walks with you. Archangel Michael says, "Remain steadfast, for you are stepping into a destiny unshaken by man's schemes and unbroken by the weight of betrayal." Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your journey is no longer one of mere survival, it is transformation. You will not only regain control of your finances but rise as a beacon of supernatural prosperity. People will wonder how you overcame such darkness, and you will know it was divine hands rewriting your story. The moment is near when divine justice will be publicly announced. A sudden breakthrough will make headlines or circulate through whispers of amazement. Your name will be tied not to loss, but to victory so powerful that even strangers will celebrate it. This restoration will be swift and undeniable. What was planned to take years to resolve will be overturned in an instant as divine authority declares it finished. Archangel Michael says, "Your season of loss is permanently over." The blessings ahead are far greater than anything taken from you, and they will flow without interruption for the rest of your life. Type Amen to get blessing 999.